One, you doing all right?
Yeah. Ready for 2021.
Yeah, bring it on. I'm ready. Oh, it does a slow too. Yeah, maybe it was slow. Hi guys, we're late. I'm late. I'm the late one. I decided to take a 53-minute nap.
53 minute. Well, that's not very long.
No, it's really not.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to put something in the reseller squad to tell people we. Hey there, Dahlia. Good morning.
Yeah, if anybody's not subscribed to the Upside Down Picker, they might miss the show if it's not in the squad.
Yeah, for sure. So, what's been going on?
Everything.
Yeah.
We did some more Christmas with the oldest day before yesterday.
Oh, you guys weren't done, huh?
Because he works in a hospital. He was working during Christmas.
Oh,
And then my brother-in-law is nearing final hours.
yeah. He's still hanging on, huh?
And that was unexpected. He was supposed to have another year or two.
Yeah.
He
Is he in a coma?
had turned for the worse.
Is he in a coma?
No, but well, he had the cancer and he started chemo and then he had a big ass stroke.
Oh,
And then since the first stroke, they think he's had another couple of strokes. So
yeah.
he pretty much can't lift his head up off of his pillow now.
Yeah.
And he can't talk where people can understand what he's trying to say, and
Oh,
tough stuff.
and that's frustrating for people because in his mind, he's saying it the right way, but
Right.
whenever it comes out, it's probably gibberish. And it happens. The youngest person I've ever seen to have a stroke was 21, and they had severe heart problems in the family, and he didn't know that he had problems until he had a stroke. He never showed any signs of having a problem until he had a stroke, and then when he had a stroke, they did all these tests on him, and he was a football player in high school and was just very active at school and everything, and never
Yep.
had any problems doing that. But yeah, it was crazy. But it turns out he had like a couple of clogged arteries and stuff already.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 Tough stuff.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Hi there, Hank. Yeah, we're thinking about him.
So, what else is going on? Get this dang 2020 over with. Oh my
We're almost
gosh.
there, Todd.
The only good thing this year has been David's wedding.
Yeah.
Other than that, the whole year just, I mean, my little corner of the universe has been fine. I've had another good year of sales, and
Yeah.
I'm warm and well fed. But golly, the things we've been restricted from doing, and
It's been a lot.
the mask thing, and the travel thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even putting on that wedding was a pain in the ass because of the restrictions from COVID. So, yeah, terrible year. Even the good things can't be fully enjoyed.
Right.
Christmas was different.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't get to see Mom except through a glass.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Especially, your mom's old, older, and thanks, Anissa. Oh, Todd was talking about his brother-in-law.
Yeah, sorry to bring down the. I know we're supposed to be celebrating New Year's.
It's life. This is our life, And
it's not just me.
mm-hmm.
Everybody's had a tough 2020.
Yeah. And yeah, you got to know that your mom's missing all you kids, and
Yeah.
And being able to see you whenever you can get up there to her and all that. Yeah, but we're here for life. This is what we need to talk about. Yeah, I know my sinuses have been killing me too, Hank, and ever since the mouse debacle, I've had a headache. I can't shake it. I've had it for 3 days now. Yeah. So I told Valerie, and Valerie's like, "What? You got a mouse and a fridge?" I said, "Yep."
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, Anissa. And it just proves, like if you have family close, you need to be enjoying them as much as possible. And the hard part is if they're in a home or something, then you can't visit. There's a lot of them that you can't visit.
Well, we get to go to the waiting room, and she's on one side of a glass door, and we're on the other, and talking on the
kind of makes it worse.
Talking on the FaceTime. We're doing FaceTime.
Yeah.
So we can talk to each other in a normal tone without screaming through that glass.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow.
And she gets confused. She's 93, so she's like, we're
at 93 years old, you're allowed to be confused.
I know. I talked to her on the phone on Christmas Day, and she said, "You know what? I thought this was Christmas Day. What was I thinking?" I said, "Mom, it is Christmas because it is Christmas Day."
Because she's thinking on Christmas, you guys should be able to be together.
Well, probably.
So it didn't make sense that you weren't.
That's kind of funny when you get kind of sideways in your brain.
Mm-hmm. I mean, as far as what you've told me, I mean, she's got it pretty together.
Yeah.
for her age. I mean, I feel like I have moments like that. I'm not even halfway there. After 40, man, I swear there's a hormone in your body that makes you lose your mind. Hey, Laurie.
Something like that.
Hello.
Hi, Laurie. Laurie's on the road.
What you out doing?
I am with Teresa. I posted it in the thing. I thought it was earlier than it is. It's like 9:30. Anyway, she's off for the next 2 days, but she still has to go all the way back to work for them to test her COVID testing. So we got a little bit of ice and snow, so she didn't want to have to go by herself. So I'm with her. So, but I thought I'd try to get in on my phone, and it said the audio might be a little glitchy. So,
you sound fine, actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So, but that's
hi, Teresa.
He's in the.
Oh.
We're at the gas station. Put air in her tires and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Hey Todd, how you doing? I can't see the chat, by the way. So, well, let me see. Is that my chat button? I've not done this on my phone before, so. Okay, no, we don't want that. Yeah, I can't see the YouTube chat or nothing, so.
Yeah, Mr. City says, Happy New Year, Todd. May your money be shared like a funnel cake at the fair.
He's such a poet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Modern day poet. Did y'all catch his poem on the video he did? That was good.
No, I'm not doing it today. It's just not going to happen. Nope.
So,
I just let mine go voicemail, so especially when it says unknown caller.
Yeah.
I get those a lot. I don't even. I got that RoboKiller app on my phone, so a lot of times it takes care of it for me.
Oh.
Yeah. And you can choose what you want it to say. So I have that annoying noise. You remember back in the day on the landline, if it was a disconnected line and had that irritating
right.
I got that on there.
Oh, that's good.
You have reached a number that is no longer in service.
Yeah. That's cool.
So,
that's a good idea.
There's Teresa.
Hello. Carol says, let's all call Sally. Bring it on. I'll answer, Carol.
She's got her lights on her head. Oh, yeah, that's cool. There we go. So, yeah, I thought I'd pop on for a few minutes.
So that's the Teresa we never get to see. Huh.
She's like, don't Teresa. Just got out of the shower. Look. Yeah, she's real, see? She's real.
Yeah.
Not a figment.
I can tell that. She looks like a very nice person.
She is.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. She's very nice.
Well, now they're calling my cell phone. Oh. Carol. She hung up on me. It was Carol.
Oh, it is cold here today. It's about 30 degrees.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you guys have been getting some snow and ice?
Yeah, it was raining like crazy yesterday, and then of course the temperature dropped. Temperature dropped, so we had some ice and all that good stuff. But
yeah, we have now probably 1.5 feet of snow.
Really? Oh man! Wow.
Yeah, we got a good 6 or 8 inches night before last. And it's just, man, it's piling up. But then somebody told me that it's supposed to be in the 40s next week. So I'm like, oh, great. Here we go again.
Yeah, it's crazy. This is the craziest weather, I think. I mean, I'm used to it because of Ohio being weird anyway, but this is probably the warmest winter we've had in years.
Yeah.
And we're going into January, and yesterday it was like 45 degrees.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then it drops like a stone in the evening. As soon as so.
Yeah, we're 36 degrees, and it's 100% chance of rain all day long.
Wow.
So it's not uncommon in Ohio to see somebody wearing a pair of shorts with rubber boots. You just never know.
Yeah.
Or
well, people do that here too.
Ski pants and flip flops. I mean, it's just, you just never know. That's Ohio for you. So.
Hi, Tom. Tom's in the chat.
So how's everybody's packages doing? Any more delays?
Oh yeah.
I have one.
You know what I've been doing every day, every morning? I'll go on and go all down through my souls and see which ones have not been delivered, and then I see where that's supposed to be delivered to. Then I go check the eBay tracking to see where they say it's at, and then I'll copy that and go to the USPS tracking, put that number in to see where USPS has it, and then if it's still in transit, I hit that text alerts and delays, and it's helping. I have only had one customer so far say anything about their package. They wanted it. They just wanted to know where it was at. But and then I'll get on and I'll send if it's like I have one that was out since December 5th. That's the one I've been watching the most, and it's a first class, so it could be anywhere, but it's now moving because of that. So and I've seen, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but what's his name? Matt, was it Matt, the part-time picker? Lost his top-rated seller status due to a late shipment. And I'm thinking, well, how is that possible? Why are they doing that to him if it's a USPS-related issue? So I started reading through some of the posts and stuff on all the different sites or all the different reseller pages, and I've seen the pattern that I've noticed. It's the ones that are losing their status are the ones that are dropping their packages at the post office and not getting a scan sheet. You know what I mean? It's like they just drop them and leave. And if it's anything like ours, they want us to drop our packages. There's a double door, what they call a Dutch door, to put them there, and then they'll come get them. They got a big tote there. So they're not getting scanned. And I'm thinking a lot of the newer sellers may not know that just because you print a label within your shipping time frame, if it's not scanned within that same time frame, it's going to be counted as a late shipment. So, so I contacted eBay for Business. I said, maybe eBay needs to put something in their shipping policy that says, not only do you have to print a label, but the item has to be scanned within that same time frame too. So to meet the requirements. Because a lot of new people might not know that.
Yeah, I've got a hallelujah moment this morning.
What's that?
I shipped a package on December 3rd.
Wow.
And I checked the tracking this morning and it said out for delivery.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, that's been my longest one. And there's a case open. I was getting very close to having a forced refund on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look because I actually have had one. I don't know if it's still.
That's all you've had, Anissa? That's unbelievable.
Well, I only had the one, but it was a case that was open, but they wanted their package. It wasn't for a refund or nothing like that. They just wanted. So I kept in contact personally with the buyer, and every time I would get a text alert, I would screenshot it and send it to them, so they knew that I was on top of it. So, but that's the only one so far that's actually said anything.
Oh yeah, I probably have 50 late deliveries, but 47, 46 of them, the customers are just being patient.
Yeah.
They're not opening cases or anything. Thank the Lord for understanding customers, or I would be swamped under those.
Mm-hmm.
I have tons of stuff that says it's a regional hub, and it's been there for 4 days, and you're like, God.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst I've ever seen it in all the years that I've even been doing eBay. So
yeah. Hopefully, with Christmas over with, it'll give the post office a chance to catch up a little bit.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, but I checked on one yesterday that because the customer actually messaged me and said it's been a month. Can you look and see if you can find out where this is at? Well, I looked at the tracking. It was scheduled to go to Connecticut, which they're having a big problem over there.
Yeah.
And
the Northeast is my worst place to ship to.
Mm-hmm.
The one getting delivered today is Beacon, New York.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, mine went from Michigan to New Jersey. And then it sat in New Jersey for almost dang near a month. Dang. And then it's on its way back to Michigan. It already went through Detroit again. And I don't know. Yeah, and it's supposed to go to Connecticut.
I think it's because, when COVID hit, a lot of these smaller postal post offices shut down. They got these little, like, we have a small one right here in Monroe that you put 5 people in the lobby and it's crowded. I mean, that's how small it is. So, they don't have a big building, so those buildings like that probably shut down. And those little satellite buildings, I think, is what helps move packages through to get to where they need to be. And if they're shut down, they have to be rerouted somewhere else. So I think that's been a lot of the problem too. So, it's crazy.
Very likely. Yeah. Mr. Sadie said I had one issue on multi-quantity items, so sent a new one, and the first one beat it there. Told them to keep them both. Anessa says several small post offices are around me, and none of them have shut down. So, like, I think it's just different everywhere,
Yeah.
Fishing and Picking was telling us earlier that he's put in so many lost package requests that his USPS is now locked down. And he says, for me, this has been the worst holiday season from November 20th to now. 678 packages shipped out, 293 delayed or missing packages.
Wow.
Open cases.
That's
over $1,000 now refunded back to buyers.
Wow.
Now, see, that's what pisses me off is eBay should not be taking it out of our pockets. It's not our fault.
Right.
And if anything, eBay should be refunding the buyers, not us.
I think so too.
I mean, they have dropped the ball on that one.
They got to have some kind of like set aside fund thing so that, take what they're getting from promotional, promoted listings or something and, start, trying to help people instead of, because you know what, they're screwing up big time right now by messing people around. And the first time that they can get away from eBay, they're going to, because they're going to be like, well, obviously they're not for us. So, but if you call, if like something happens to your account or something and you need to get like a bad feedback removed or something, or or say you got a return back and it wasn't in the same condition as what you sent it in. And so you don't feel like you should have to return the shipping. You know, something like that. They will cover that for you. You know, they'll do, you know, little things like that every once in a while if you aren't calling them all the time.
Right.
And I think this should come out of whatever, you know, fun that comes out of.
Right.
You helping out you're helping out the buyer. And you know what? If people are going to have bad experiences, they're not going to come back to eBay. So they really need to make it right. Hi there, Summer. Hi, Nashana.
Yeah, they do. Because I know, Sarah. I mean, so many resellers are so pissed about the automatic refund for lost packages. That's not on us, and eBay has really dropped the ball on this one big time.
Yeah. Pushing and Pickett says some of my packages have never been scanned. Wow. I have to eat it as soon as the buyer opens a case, but I'm not waiting in the postal lines at the post office to scan. I need to figure out a way next year.
See, that's where I'm fortunate. You know, my carrier, he scans it as he takes it from the bag and puts it in the truck. He opens the back of the truck and he scans it right into the truck. Good to go. So
yeah, you know, mine does the same.
You know, that's important that they do that.
Yeah.
But if you can schedule a pickup in your area rather than take it to the post office, I would suggest doing that because it seems like a lot of the delay are first class packages.
Yeah.
You know, your priority mail, they're a little slower, but they're still getting where they need to go. But the first class packages, and is like, and medium mail, they're like,
yeah, they're taking their time.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case with my stuff. It's just been totally random across the board. What gets delayed.
That could be.
I've had some first class, some priority, some media. Yeah, it's just.
Too. So, but yeah, I think it's different for all of us. So, it's just ridiculous. Hopefully, it clears up soon and things will get back on track. And
anyway, but you know what? Through all this, my sales have stayed strong. I've had a good December.
I mean, they've dipped this week because I haven't listed anything because I've taken kind of a couple days off to, you know, recoup and regenerate get ready for the new year. So
yeah.
So that's why I told Teresa I took a few days off because I don't want to get burnt out going into the new year. So I just I'm chilling.
And Ashana says they need to scan it as a prepaid accepted to protect you. And then Summer said eBay bulk edit tool will get you the scan sheet. It's not that bad. I fought it, but it saved me this season. And I would probably have to do something like that if I had more packages, but I don't think I have enough packages to have something like that. My postal person is really good.
Yeah.
And she does really good with my packages. What does your shirt say, Tom? Got bullets?
Got bullets.
That's
a big problem.
Lower, Todd or Tom?
Yeah, I did. I went yesterday and yesterday, as they say in the South, and got my hair cut, my eyebrows bush hogged. I'm walking taller today because I can hold up all that weight. I don't have to hold up all that weight.
I understand what he's saying.
Well, it looks good.
We're running through a rough area for cell phones right now, so my audio might suck.
What?
So, I don't. Oh, there. Ugh. It'll get better. Right over here. Yeah. Yeah. If I sound glitchy, it's the area I'm in.
She got more What, snow?
Bullets?
Oh, she got more bullets on Monday?
I don't know. More
Oh,
bullets.
I don't know either.
Good Lord.
They're running
Wow,
short of.
son loosened up there. That's heavy.
Oh, yeah, she did get more bullets.
And I just happened to put it out this morning.
Nashana said that she has her carrier's phone number, and so they can text each other and keep each other informed. That's a good thing. If you can get in good with your postal carrier, you know, excuse me. It's that's a good thing. That's a good relationship to have.
Well, I got in good with mine. I noticed he likes Star Wars, so I had an extra big Star Wars mug, and I give it to him for Christmas, full of candy and a thank you card and all that.
Oh, cool.
And I end up with a picture of him and his. I ended up with a picture of him and his family, a Christmas picture of him and his family. He was so thankful for that mug because he's a huge Star Wars fan. He said it's his new favorite mug, and so I mean, it's like you make a friends with them. You know, it's take care of them, they take care of you. You know,
for sure.
So, and in the summertime, you know, I put bottles of water out there and stuff like that when we have it. You know, put it out there for them because, you know, they're busy. I mean, them postal workers, they're on it, and they're doing the best. Well, some of them are idiots, but the ones that I have had the pleasure of dealing with, they have been on top of things. And we've had only one or two that were fill-ins that didn't know their butt from hole in the ground. But my regular carriers that I've dealt with over the years have been spot on. They've done such a good job.
Yeah.
So you reward them, and they'll take care of you. Man, I thought that was just snow. That's ice up there too. We gotta be.
So what you running around doing today, Tom?
I'm doing nothing right at the moment, except still trying to get my computer back up and running. But other than taking Sergey to work in a little while, I think I'm home for the day.
Oh, well, that's good.
Then everybody's off tomorrow, so I don't even have to go off.
Yeah,
that's good.
Sally, Tara, she's in the backstage.
Oh, okay. Hi, Tara.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Oh yeah, I can tell. Why don't we just cut the rest of that tree down? I don't understand why they cut it. A tree.
What's happening at the
down to 8
Carey
feet.
Manor?
How's it going? Oh, pretty good.
It's Tara Plantation.
Tara Plantation.
Yeah, I wish. Taro Farmhouse.
On Sunday afternoon, she gets her mint julep and her hoop skirt, and she goes out and sits down on the front porch.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I haven't worn a skirt since I think I wore a dress in 2010. Yeah, I don't wear that kind of stuff. It looks so I have to.
Well, if you've seen the latest Walmart post, they want us all to dress like Laura and Mary Ingalls.
I have not seen that.
Did you see those dresses?
No.
Oh my God. That's somebody had posted. They say what's old is new again, but that's going too far back. I am not wearing that in the bar.
Find those. They sell.
Oh yeah, like those. Yeah. Little House on the Prairie dresses and Amish dresses.
Yeah.
That's probably what they want us to all go back to. We'll be living off the homestead, making our own butter and canning.
I will wear a garbage bag before I put that on.
Well, I personally think that some of these fashion designers have had a stroke or two. You know, from some of the stuff that goes through Facebook. Like there was one recently where it's a man, he's got on the socks that's got triangle pattern. There's a certain name for them. And dress shoes He's got a skirt on, a rounded tail dress shirt with a tie and a jacket.
Wow.
I can see Todd flunking around out by the oil wells collecting his oil up every day with that can of file.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr. Sadie said he can't never find the right hills.
Yeah. Mr. Sadie needs a man bun.
Yeah, it's called cottage core and granny core. It's the latest fashion trend.
I don't usually try to sell dresses. I hate listing women's clothing. That's just me. But I was at the thrift store yesterday and they had this brand new dress with tags. It's in peacock colors, but it's all feathers. I'm like, that's too weird. I'm going to buy it. So.
Sorry, y'all getting any?
Did I get what?
I said, are you getting any snow up there?
We had snow at Christmas time, but today it's raining. I mean, I think today it's supposed to be like almost 70, like 59 or something.
Yeah,
we had a white Christmas. We had a white Christmas. I mean, we had like an inch of snow on the ground. But yeah. I mean, it melts the next day or and a half later, it's gone.
An inch of snow is a blizzard.
I'll tell you, we had to drive down to Jim's family's house, which is like 6 miles down the road. I mean, and I'm used to living in northern Wisconsin. The roads were treacherous. They were really slippery. I stopped and I'm like, you know what, Jim? You can drive down this hill because it's kind of a steep hill between our two houses. I'm like, you can drive down this hill. He walks around the car on the road. He almost falls down. And he's like, well, maybe I could just call. Our brake line broke on our expedition, so we're driving the pickup truck. He's like, maybe I could call my sister to come pick us up. I'm like, are you insane? She's like from Florida. She's gonna be able to handle this. But they did have the salt trucks out, so by the time we came back home, the road was okay. But I mean, we're leaving our road. We have a creek in front of our house. It runs down the whole road. And I'm like, oh, yeah, look at that, Jim. Somebody must have been trying to drive that pickup truck down the creek bed. No, they left the road and ended up in the creek bed. But when you went down the road everywhere, it's just like where cars are in ditches and have been pulled out.
Oh, my gosh.
It's slipperier, like up north. Because, I mean, we used to drive 8 inches of snow. All right. We just drive in. But because I think it's warmer down here, it's like the snow is more wet and slippery, and it gets like an ice underneath it. I don't know how to describe it. Like up north, you know, it's valley because it's cold. I call it like that dry styrofoam snow. It isn't like super slippery anyway, but it was slippery.
Yeah, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, I can drive a 1974 MG down 12 feet of snow and not have a bit of problem. They get a little bit of flurry in the Chevy truck, which that's part of the problem. And can't even make it up a little hill.
No, down the hill. I wouldn't have been so worried about going up the hill, but going down the steep ass hill down towards the bridge and creek bed, yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh my God, Tom, I would love to see you in your little wimpy half-ton truck come and drive it in the snow with your dozen eggs trying to get to town.
Actually, I would just reach over there and turn that little knob to 4-wheel drive and just keep on going.
Well, I got a 2-wheel drive truck because I'm not supposed to drive it in snow.
I'm very thankful for my 4-wheel drive this year.
Yeah.
We just got like the night before last, we got 6 to 8 inches.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Not want to live there. Tracy said she would not want to live there. Well, you definitely wouldn't want to live where Tara moved from.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
well,
have like a foot and a half on the ground right now.
Yeah. It was 10 below up in Eagle River where I used to live.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cold.
I can do with all that without all that, you know. I'd rather have the snow and it be like 30-ish than to deal with that ice stuff.
Yeah.
I like it here because, like, we had a white Christmas and then it melts. And, like, yesterday we're walking around out in the yard in our T-shirts on. I mean,
Yeah.
we have a lot of temperature change, but it's not like up north where it's winter, it's winter.
And why do we have to leave the house for
Over
Christmas Day?
Southern
Because we had to go to somebody else's house.
Family.
Yeah.
You need to eliminate friends and family, and then you don't have to leave the house. You just stay home when it's bad weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Nishana, four-wheel drive is good except for ice, and you can't tell these fools around here because they've got their big redneck four-wheel drives jacked up, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to have air stairs to get into it, and they think that they can go anywhere.
There's a difference between driving a four-wheel drive on ice compared to
It doesn't
mud.
help at all.
Because I know, like, people like say that, like, well, I have four-wheel drive. We go mudding. We're used to driving in the mud. Yeah, when you hit the brakes on mud, usually you generally sort of stop. When it's snow and you
Not
hit
on
the
ice.
brakes, you're in a skid. You're in a skid. You're not stopping at all.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, that's the
Nice.
thing with the four-wheel drivers in
Sorry, Hank.
Texas. You know, everybody goes, "Oh yeah," but you don't stop fine.
Right.
You just
Yeah, because you
plow
can't
into
hit the
the car
brakes.
in front of you. Yeah.
People are like, oh, the roads are slippery. I better hit the brakes. And when you hit the brakes, you're done. That's a hard thing to get over. You can't really hit the brakes.
You just have to kind of gradually let the car slow down on its own.
Well, and even if you do that, like let's say you take your foot off the accelerator, you'll end up in a
Yeah.
skid because you had a dramatic change in speed.
Right. You got to
Right.
just gradually do it and let it work its way down.
But you know, we have ice down here. Sometimes we have a little snow, but normally we have ice. And if we get snow, it turns to ice real fast. Like I said, these morons think just because they've got wide tired four-wheel drives, they can go anywhere. And then the next thing you know, they're hitting a patch of ice, sliding in, knocking down a power line, and knocking out a whole area of Charlotte. And then you just want to go find him and lynch his ass in the nearest pine tree.
Oh.
Well, that's like when they have those big pile-ups on the highway. You've seen some of the latest videos where, I mean, it's snowing horrible, and these people are flying like it's 60 degrees outside.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's like, they try to stop because there's a semi jackknifed, and there you go. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Do you get those what they call flash freeze warnings?
mhm.
Do you get them, Lori? Do you get them, Tom? They get
We've
this
had
thing
'em.
here. Jim's got the radio on, and they got that Kentucky accent. So it's like, flash freeze warning, flash freeze warning. Jim's like, what the hell's a flash freeze warning?
That's just
People
where
are crazy down here. So he goes outside, but it instantly the water freezes, and he wipes out. He's walking off the ramp on the box truck. He totally
Yeah,
wiped
when I
out.
was in the box
Yep.
truck, it was 50 when I walked in. When I walked out with a TV set, I'm walking out and it dropped to 20. It went from like 50 to 20 degrees.
Wow.
And it froze the
That's
ramp,
a-
and I
that's-
just did a somersault down the ramp.
Yeah.
And I
That's a
didn't
flash
break
freeze.
the TV somehow.
Wow.
we haven't had that here for a long time, but it has happened before.
Yeah, we haven't
It's
had
like-
one this year, but yeah, they'll go on. They'll be all crazy.
I never had
Like a tornado warning, they got like the noise and stuff. Flash freeze warning, flash freeze warning, flash freeze. What the
Yeah,
hell?
we never had that in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Flash freeze.
If you drive around here a lot, you'll see signs right at the bridges. Bridges
Yeah.
freeze before road.
Yeah.
We have those.
Doesn't everybody know? Because when I first go to the south, I'm like, bridge freezes before road. Yeah, duh. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't these people know that down here or something? Because
There's
we don't
some
have that
people
up
that
north.
don't.
I guess.
There is a stretch of I-85 on the north side of Charlotte that's running towards Concord, Kannapolis, that area, which is where the Charlotte Motor Speedway's at. Every time we have a bad ice storm here, there'll be like 12 semis, 100 cars all over the road up there because they don't realize that it's a big old sliding board.
Oh, yeah.
And they just end up everywhere. One year we had like 100 cars and trucks sitting out there because we were also getting snow, and that just made it worse because these damn people down here can't drive. They can't drive when it's sunny and 70. So, I'm not being prejudiced. But, Hank, I wasn't bringing you out because I didn't think, or talking about you because I didn't think y'all had ice down there. But if you get out there driving like a fool in your 4-wheel drive truck and on ice, then yeah, I'm talking about you.
There's nothing I hate more than stupid drivers, and I hate it even more when there's stupid drivers when it's snowing.
Yeah.
Like, you people shouldn't even be allowed to ride a bicycle, let alone drive a vehicle.
True. It ain't you getting in the accident. It's the dummy who can't drive hitting you.
And that's what my dad always taught me. He said, because when he got in the Marines, he was a truck driver. So he taught me how to drive. He said, it's not your driving you have to worry about. He said, it's all these other idiots on the road that don't pay attention to what they're doing or don't know what they're doing. So those are kind of cool. They're like,
so we had one of these packages, that the guy opened a claim on. It's way old. Anyway, so we ended up having to refund them, So Jim went on the United States Postal website. You could do it where you could change where it's going to get delivered.
You can do a search.
You could do a package search and then change where it's going to get delivered. So he tried to have the package routed back to us, and the a-hole, they're still going to deliver it to.
Yeah, it's getting delivered today, South Carolina.
Anyway.
Son of a bitch. I mean, so I'm out the money, I'm out the package. Thanks, USPS.
Where's it at? I might come on down there and get it out the box.
Is my UPS driver. The UPS drivers have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys use UPS a lot there?
Well, when they added UPS to where we could buy UPS labels on eBay, because my FedEx drop-off is at a Walgreens, which is like 14 miles away, but I have a UPS drop-off right in town. So, I mean, usually it's a little bit cheaper, and even if it's a little bit more, when I think about the time I have to drive and my gas, I might as well just use UPS.
So I have a question. Are they having a big crowd in Times Square this year to watch the ball drop?
No,
I doubt it.
Not from what I've heard. They're not. They're going to do the confetti and all that and drop the ball, but I don't think they're not going to actually have the people in Times Square.
Yeah, I think they're going to put Cuomo out there in Times Square and drop the ball right on his head.
Yeah, Cuomo and his family are going to be there, but
I'll be able to celebrate, but not the regular people.
I don't think anybody else is allowed out there. It's just the Cuomo's.
They're going to live stream everything. They're still going to have the entertainment, but there's not going to be any crowds. It's all going to be live streamed.
Imagine the revenue that is being lost because of this COVID stuff. I mean, with like people that would celebrate in bars and, all the tourists coming into town and stuff. I mean, even the tax revenue that the state's losing with this stuff, it is amazing.
Yeah, I heard that this is probably going to just do me in financially really bad because they're not going to have all the people buying the $12 tiaras and all the whatnots on the street, buying the $17 cups of coffee and
Well, but it's gasoline to get there. It's lodging. It's paying for your parking. It's all the incidentals and traveling that you wind up having to pay and stuff that won't be there. I mean, it's going to be billions.
Yeah, I mean, billions of dollars that comes into a local economy is just not going to happen.
Yeah. So how many of y'all are going to stay up till midnight tonight this evening?
Yeah, I'm too old for that shit.
I'm going to try.
You too old?
I'm definitely staying
we don't even drink anymore. Jim quit drinking 3 years ago. He's a teetotaler. He's dry. So what the hell are we going to do? Sit there and look at each other?
We're going to find out it's like Groundhog Day. We wake up tomorrow and it's December 30th.
I'll try to wake you up
I
at
have a bottle of
midnight.
wine.
Great.
I'll give you midnight, Billy.
I know this is a novel thought, Tara. Y'all could, you and Jim could sit on the couch with a blanket, a comforter over you, with a glass of wine, have a cup of coffee. Y'all could sit there and, smooch and neck and.
With our son crawling around our living room? No, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm not doing
So,
that.
And I had to cut off caffeine because of my heart.
Yeah, Jim quit drinking caffeine and wine gives me a headache, and I'm not making out on our couch with Brandon walking around, who's like a freaking hoot owl when he doesn't go to school.
Well, I'm not talking about the boom chicka bow wow. I'm just talking about kissing and hugging,
Kissing in front of my
whispering in each other's ear, going, "I love you, baby."
Yeah, no.
Right.
No.
So Gwen just said, "Hey, we're all just going to wake up in the morning, and it's going to be like Groundhog Day. Tomorrow's going to be January 1st, 2020.
I wish.
Yeah.
January
Like
We get to
2020
do it all
wasn't
again."
bad. It was February 20th. Wasn't
Yeah,
so
I would
great.
definitely go back to January 1, 2020.
It's
It's over.
We still
going to
got
be
that long
okay.
dark winter coming, so
Yeah. There is a movie.
Shut up, Todd.
There is a movie about it's after Armageddon. It's a train. Everything's frozen over, and the train just keeps running.
What's that train movie where they're on that train and everything's like frozen?
Oh, I seen the previews of that.
Yeah, and isn't it like it's a lower class goes in one part of the train and
Yeah.
upper class goes? Yeah, I forgot what the name of it is.
Yeah,
I don't
that's the
remember
way it's
name
going to
of it,
be.
but I've seen the previews.
Don't say that.
We're going to just keep on going the same way. It's just like it never is.
I heard that people are trying to predict what's going to happen in 2021, and they come up with zombies and an asteroid collision.
Zombies.
I think it's going to be a civil war.
You go to Walmart, they're out of shotgun
that
shells
too.
and toilet paper. What does that tell you?
Well, if you go by what the Simpsons have predicted,
Yeah.
then in January of 2021, there's going to be a civil war, and then Trump will die.
Huh.
Because that's what have you ever heard of this? Like, I just recently heard of it, that there's a whole theory that the creator of The Simpsons are
time traveler.
travelers.
The what?
Time travelers?
He's a
They're
time
time
traveler.
travelers.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, Gary, what's his name?
I forgot the guy who does The Simpsons.
Matt, it's
The
his
Simpsons.
name's-
Matt
his name's
Groening?
Matt
Matt Groening, yeah.
Matt Groening. I mean, back in when they first started that series, there's things that he had written into those shows that have happened in the 2000s.
Yeah.
It's like, how in the world, like COVID for one.
Yeah, COVID is one of the episodes.
And then President Trump being elected president. That was back in the earlier parts of the series.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, wow, how in the heck? I mean, it's weird. It's a very weird coincidence.
Right.
And you would think it would be just a coincidence if it's just one thing, but there's several episodes that play out in real life in real time.
Well, George H.W. Bush told us not to trust
It's
the
just
Simpsons.
weird.
Oh,
and then he got in a fight with the Simpsons.
Oh, really?
H.W. Yeah,
Oh,
because he said family should be more like something like Leave It to Beaver than the Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's a whole rabbit hole to jump down. Check out.
Yeah, I'm not jumping that. I'm going to stay away from that rabbit hole. I'll believe y'all, but I don't know how much I have to. I am not going down that one.
Matt Groening's cartoon before The Simpsons was a rabbit. It was called Life is Hell, and it was a rabbit.
Really? I don't remember that. I remember when The Simpsons started on the Tracy Ullman show.
Yeah, but before that,
Yeah.
Simpsons, Matt Groening had a cartoon. It was called Life is Hell. It was a rabbit.
I don't remember that one.
Okay, this is a yes or no question. Hey, Glenn.
That's my daughter.
Okay. Because I don't want to get into open up a kettle of fish here. Have they come anywhere close to finalizing the election yet? Yes or no?
No.
I don't think so.
Well, yeah, they're
I think yes. I think Biden's gonna be in for president. I don't think there's anything Trump can do. And I'm saying that, there's not anybody here that doesn't love Trump as much as me, but I don't think Trump's gonna.
And there's been cheating in every election since Washington. So I mean, they're not gonna. They ain't done anything in the last 200 and whatever odd years. They ain't gonna do nothing with this one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
shoplifting.
I mean, maybe they're going to sit and have hearings on it into perpetuity, but to like overturn the election and have Trump stay president, I don't believe it will happen. I wish it would happen, but I don't think it will happen. No way.
I don't think it will either. You can hope, but
Yeah.
I was just curious because Kamala still hasn't.
Yeah, she hasn't turned down her seat yet for.
Yeah, that's odd. I don't know why, but I think because you have all the judges when they bring these cases, they just kind of shoot them down. The Supreme Court shoots it down because to them, they don't want to let this is like to them, if you did this, you'd be upending the whole system. They're just not going to let that happen.
I mean, she might not have given up her seat yet. She might, because she could actually be worried that it could possibly go Trump's way. So
I don't think it will. I wish it would. I don't think it will.
But that might be playing in the back of her mind as if what if? I don't want to be. She's like, I really don't want to be out of a job. So maybe that's why she wasn't seceded or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because I know Governor Newsom he appoints whoever's going to sit in her seat. And I heard they're got a vote up where they want to try to recall Newsom. I don't know.
Oh, that's that's California's governor, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they'll have the votes to do it, but they're doing this whatever they have to do, like a petition or whatever, to have enough signatures to run a recount vote or recall vote on Newsom. I don't know.
Huh.
I don't know if anybody's got theirs yet, but Teresa's sister called yesterday and said that some of her friends have already gotten their $600 stimulus check.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess they started sending them out Tuesday night or to direct deposit to people.
Oh.
So, and then I don't know what's going to become of the $2,000 one. I know Mitch McConnell has kind of put a stop on that right now.
Yeah, but now he wrote his own bill. He put it with this, I forgot what it's called. It's like Section 220. It's where protection for social media companies where they can't get sued. He tied the $2,000 stimulus check to that. Where social media companies don't have protections, and something about like the voter investigation stuff. And they're saying, well, there's no way the Democrats will sign that. That makes it sound like it's really on the up and up. Oh, we can't sign that with voter investigation. No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, and social media owns the Democrat Party.
Yeah. I don't understand why they think they got to put all this stuff in with a package to help the people. And I still don't understand what really got me was the Pakistani gender studies. What the hell? You can't look and say, oh, that's a boy, that's a girl. You have to study on it? Come on.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars going for somebody to sit there with a pad of paper saying, okay, that's a penis, that's a vagina. Okay, we're done. Let's use the other $9,955,000 to go do whatever.
Can I have somebody, please?
It's like, lift your shirt. We gotta see if you got boobies. Okay, let's check mark that.
I got really keen on all this stimulus because I think
tell them how you gender ID.
What?
It says when you lift up the tail, it's either got one hole or two.
Yeah, it's like,
what are you talking about? You said something's a girl.
No, it was a cat or something. She says you lift up the tail, you look, there's either one hole or two. That's how you know if it's a boy or girl. It's not complicated.
I read that. I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Really? Why? And I just don't understand why they don't take care of their own country first. I just can't wrap my head around that.
Oh my God, Lori. Do you think those people are up there taking care of you?
Yeah, they're taking care of themselves. They're lining their own pockets with their own interest groups because they get millions of dollars in lobby money, so they have to, grease the palm of these people that have been supporting them.
They're taking care of your money.
Jim, did you hear me?
No.
I said, for the record, girls have 3 holes.
Oh, yeah. They don't have a tail, either.
Well, yeah, I guess it could be a 2 and a 3, but
No, well, I told
but
you.
when I lift up the tail, all you're going to see is 1 or 2.
I had a friend who had a baby horse born, a foal. She's like, "Oh, it's the most beautiful filly ever. You got to come over and see it." And I come over there. I'm like, "It's not a filly. It's a colt." She goes, "What do you mean? How do you know it's a colt? I can see a penis." I lifted its tail. I said, "If it has 1 hole, it's a boy. If it has 2, it's a girl."
Because a horse can't tell
Lord.
you how it identifies itself.
The Shauna says if they pass the 2,000, we will get another 1,400 to make it 2,000 total.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard anything.
I'm not going to hold my breath, so because I'd probably.
We need to go back to the idiots that can't drive in snow because you're making my wife's blood pressure climb over here. Talking
Okay.
Well, nobody will be driving on snow either because gas prices are going up. Don't worry about it, Tom. I put diesel in my truck yesterday. Diesel's all the way up to $2.47 here, and I think 30 days ago it was like $1.98.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like $3 and something down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when Biden gets in, he's going to shut down all that oil production, so we'll be back up to $4 a gallon gas.
Jim, we can never have our 2 wives in the same room.
Why? Does she like Biden?
Oh no, she's sitting over here. You going? Yep. What you're talking about, raising the prices and doing away and everything. She's over there.
Absolutely.
She's sitting right there.
Yeah.
And anyway,
I predict it's going to be like, remember when we had that recession back in 7 or 9 or whenever that was? I think it's going to be like that again.
Oh.
I hope not, but I don't like the way it looks. Anyway, well, let's talk about a happier subject, like the post office not delivering our packages or something.
That's happier.
Yeah, that's happier talk. I got a $100
how
fishing
many
pole
packages
stuck
do
in
y'all not
Louisville.
have delivered yet?
I don't
How
know.
many
I don't even look. I don't look unless they open the case. I mean, but I know Jim looks, and he's like, "Oh God, that $100 fishing pole has been stuck in Louisville since whatever." So he's like, "Ah." Anyway, yeah,
I bet I have at least 50.
yeah.
Mm.
I got maybe
I'm
10, 10
hoping
or
that
15.
because the post office got that, they got money in this stimulus thing too, that now they'll, kind of get it in gear and get this stuff sent out.
I've had.
I hope so.
Have you guys seen where they're just having any Tom, Dick, and Harry pick up packages? A couple weeks ago, my carrier it was on a Sunday or Saturday, and my carrier, I guess he was still down at the bottom of the hill doing the mail center. Well, he had I guess a satellite car following him around to go pick up packages because his truck was so full that he couldn't get any more in it. So
Really?
their car wasn't even marked, but he had a shirt and stuff on. And I called the post office because I wasn't sure if I should let this person take my packages because they weren't out where anybody could see them. So the only way he would have known to pick them up there was that, he had to have been told. So, but I'm thinking, well, what if somebody has an outdoor package pickup that where this can be seen? I said, and you know what I mean? It's like, So I called to make sure that the guy was on the up and up, and he was.
I don't have them pick up the packages at our house. I just take them in every day.
I have a pickup, so.
Yeah, Jim got mad at our post office because they have a back door where they have us go and drop them off, because they're pre-labeled. And then they started locking the door early. He's like, what the heck? So then he went and talked to them, and then they just started closing at 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, good job, Jim. Now you got them closing at 4 o'clock. Anyway, and I'm like, why? Why are they doing that? But anyway.
You put a nice sign on the door that says it's time. That's what time it is. And then when you walk up to the counter, they're like, oh, well, you don't have much time. Oh, well, you locked the door early, dumbass.
Yeah. Easy on the square.
Well, I mean, and I got another one. She just did it the other day. She goes, "Oh, you just made it." I'm thinking to myself, I'm here 5 minutes ahead of time. The train runs on time. If I'm here 5 minutes before the train leaves, I'm here on time.
Right.
I'm not, they got this attitude. I'm not happy with the post office at all. If I could get a cost-effective way to ship with UPS for everything, I would eliminate the post office altogether.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for first class, I wouldn't use them.
Anyway.
Yeah. Bill wants to know, what is everyone's goals for 2021 as far as reselling is concerned?
What's what?
What is your goal for 2021 as far as reselling is concerned?
Mine is to hit a consistent monthly amount that is equal to or better than what Teresa makes a month. So that would alleviate her stress as to when she can actually leave.
Oh, it's out there?
So, and not have to go back out. And so that's my goal, is to try to hit consistent that amount.
Right. Well, that's a good one.
She can make that transition without stress.
Yeah.
And have a cushion of money set aside to, if she decides she wants to either work with me or get a little part-time job, just enough for medical insurance to pay her or whatever. So, but that's my goal, is to make take the stress basically off of her. I'd rather have my than on hers. So that's what I do. And try to do something with that back room. So
I think we've all got a 2021 back room to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably got something running underneath this footing.
But that's my goal, and I'm hoping. But we're going to do it one step at a time. You know.
Okay, and then what time are we doing?
I have another challenge I have to do. I have to reach like $1,500 by the end of January.
Oh.
She got some stuff, the credit cards that she used for Christmas, she wants to pay off, so I have a little extra to pay off other things. Like, I can do that.
Yeah, that's good.
Halfway there now, so
I want to get organized. And stay organized.
That's the hardest thing to do. And once you get organized, your business will flow so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my plan is to anything that's non-essential to eBay in that back room, with the exception of my Halloween stuff, because I have nowhere else to put it.
Right.
It's going to be incoming inventory only, to where what's out on the floor of the little quote-unquote warehouse is listed stuff only. So everything else comes from that back room, because right now I got it in the back room and I got it out in the front. So
the water though is getting on the ground.
Organization's also on my list. So
you got a roof there. You got the roof running one way. You got a roof
all done?
Yeah.
What about you, Todd?
I'm gonna look for more big buys this year. I mean, I made the most money in 2020 with just 2 or 3 large purchases. I want to do more of that in 2021.
That's
so, just big private picks or big, find a store that's closing and you just make an offer and just say, how much for everything, and see, that's so much easier sourcing. And boy, it came in handy when all the garage sales shut down this spring and early summer.
Oh, for sure.
To have all those video games, oh my gosh. My April was outstanding.
Is that Beth's car?
So,
I
want to find more big buys where, just one buy, one big haul and list for a couple of months off of it,
Yeah.
It's so much easier. I thought back in the day that Army or military surplus was going to be that for me, but they up and switched companies and moved 1,500 miles away for the nearest pickup. And I'm like,
Oh,
Right.
really? Oh, yeah, because you were doing good with that. Was that Gov
Yeah.
Deals or?
yeah, Gov.
GovDeals.com. I haven't been on there in a while.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff down here. And usually the stuff here, it goes pretty high.
Yeah, here too.
So,
Yeah, but even going pretty high, I could hook up the trailer and drive up to Oklahoma City in 5 hours and pick up 6 pallets of Gaylord boxes, you know, just chock
Yeah.
full of packs and sleeping bags and
Mhm.
canteens and just whatever.
you know,
Yeah, I'm still selling some of that stuff. I'm almost out. I have almost zero of it left.
Did you have a goal, Tara and Jim?
do I have a goal? Well, I fly by the seat of my pants. But I do want to build a building this year. I do want to build a building where I can get like all of our eBay inventory in its own dedicated space where it's not mixed in with like in my personal like storage space and that. I really like to do that.
Are you going to climate control it and
Yeah,
have an
yeah.
office and stuff in there?
I'm
That'd
not
be
gonna put
awesome.
an office in there because right now, like where I lived in Wisconsin, the house was smaller, so I was working in half of the living room. But here I have this old parlor. I don't mind using that for a computer, but I'd like to have a dedicated space where I walk in there and that's where everything that's listed is. So I've been talking to Jim. We want to build this building. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we're thinking about trying to do a pallet.
How big a building are you imagining?
We're talking about doing like a 20 by 40.
Oh, that's a building.
Huge.
That's big.
It's
I love
big to
that
me.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but
Lonnie,
you gotta have a little
Missing
room
some of
to
the
grow,
top pieces
you know.
off of it, but I love that.
Lonnie does his business out of a 10 by
How about
28
he's taking that
shed.
star?
Oh, well, they have those. You know, I looked because you get a lot of those sheds for sale down here, and there's like a 12 by 40. It's like $9,500. I'm like, that is too much money for that shed. I know me and Jim with the materials. I mean, you could probably build that thing for no more than $2,000. I'm sorry. And I'm not going to spend that kind of money on a shed. So I'm like, let's make it 40 foot long, but let's double the width. So we're talking about doing like a 20 by 40.
You know, what about my wages? You got to figure my wages too.
You don't get paid.
I've seen sheds, big sheds for sale all around here, used ones, you know, just
I know, but they're
Here.
expensive here. I mean, like,
$500, come and pick it up. You know?
yeah, and then I got to put it up on a trailer and stuff. I'd rather just build one, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, like, they have those people that have them here because you get a lot of people use them for cabins here and stuff. But yeah, they'll be like, oh, finance them or whatever. I mean, it'll be like a $350 payment on a $10,000 shed. No, thank you. That's way too much money.
Yeah. The 20 by 40 climate control, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to use a window unit on it. You know, I'm just going to use like a window AC so that you don't get humidity in there or whatever. But
Right.
I don't think that would be that hard. And we don't have bad freezing here. I mean, we have a outdoor wood burning stove as our heat. I mean, we could put another zone in it real easy and heat it if we wanted to, I guess, too. But I definitely want to put like a window unit in for the humidity.
Yeah, I'm more worried about humidity.
Yeah.
So we've been talking about that. Anyway, we're talking about getting some of that like gravel sand mix that you make concrete out of, so Jim can start making concrete. Anyway.
Yeah, that would be good.
Anyway, and I want to try doing a pallet. I do want to try. We've been talking about that too. We bought that. The last video we did when we bought all that junk. That was the guy that said what he was doing, and actually I did really good with it. And I'm thinking about just for the fun of it, the heck of it, I'm thinking about going up and buying like a pallet and just see how it goes.
Cool.
Anyway.
Is that where Pauline lives? Easter, or she live on Thomas?
Well, I'm gonna shut her down for the day.
All right.
Thank you all for coming on and being on panel with me and being in the chat with me. And
Yeah.
I hope you all have a great New Year's Eve and New Year's Day tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna come on tomorrow. Everybody's probably gonna be doing their own thing anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not have a show tomorrow, and we'll start her back up on Monday.
When's
Yeah, is the
Valerie
post
back?
office closed tomorrow?
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy
I'll be at
New
work.
Year.
Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.
Let's see. The post office